speaking of our women's tag team division, how fitting is this? We now have Spitfire Warriors who are rising up the rankings last weeks and months and making their Royal Rumble, their respective Royal Rumble debuts. Casey Catanzaro and Sue Cox last Sunday, the Royal Rumble, and now we have them against former multiple-time record-breaking women's tag team champion from the Demon family, Candice and Nightmare. Let's see how Candice and Nightmare can bounce back after the loss to Raquel and Dakota last Sunday at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view in this TLC match, where they might lost the war against Raquel and Dakota and the titles as well. Same about their fellow team member Ember Moon, who lost the NXT Women's Championship last Sunday as well to Ross Rhea Ripley.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from New York, Sue Cox.
As Sue Cox, inspirational, once a bad guy, but then she saved Casey Catanzaro from the Toxic Blondes, and since then she's on the good terms of the universe and with Casey as well. And I like to see them both together. I mean, Sue Cox is a former NXT UK Women's Champion, and now she and Casey could be tag team champions from the women's perspective in the future. And let's see if they can get a result over the Demon family here tonight over multiple times. It's easier said than done, but if anyone can do it, then it could be those two, who many people doubt, but with their performances, I mean, not just Sue Cox. I mean, Sue Cox, before teaming with Casey, she was on a losing streak, and now she and Casey, now the teaming up with Casey brought her back and winning impressive matches, and not just against anybody, against the likes of Mandy Rose, against Dakota Kai, I said Dan and Burke, I mean, not Dakota Kai. I mean, they have unfortunately never squared off so far, but maybe in the future it could be a potential great match between those two. And Dana and Mandy got beaten by both of them. Here comes Casey.
New Jersey,
And don't forget, over a half year ago it was Casey Catanzaro against being Nightmare's first pay-per-view opponent in singles action. And despite Nightmare winning the match, Casey proved herself by surviving one finish of Nightmare, and she really impressed performance that night despite her loss. And now look at her now, defeating former NXT Women's champions like the likes of Mandy Rhodes, Ember Moon, and many others. That's how inspirational Casey Catanzaro is the last couple of weeks and months. And we don't know if there's still bad blood between Spitfire Warriors and Toxic Blondes. Toxic Blondes jumped Raquel and Dakota just a couple of minutes ago, and then losing to the new champions. The crowd chanting NXT, NXT. Understandably so. So there comes Candice, to the dislike of the audience. Paying tribute to the Demon families, Candice LeRae. We know her husband, the injured Johnny Gargano, feels about that. But he didn't got injured by the Demon family, he got not injured by anybody here. Got injured during the match many months ago. And now we have Nightmare on the way to the ring, while Candice still praying and paying tribute to Nightmare's brother, Nightmare's father, who are both our tag team champions, because there's supposed to be a match against the brothers, got taken off because of whatever happened to Sasha last week on NXT. And also don't forget, later tonight we have the championship match between Nightmare's brother Decimon Jr. against the North American champion Big Slash, because it didn't have place on the Royal Rumble pay-per-view card, so it's taking place here tonight. Don't forget, Nightmare's father is still the NXT champion. He won by count out over Tommaso Ciampa last Sunday at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And Nightmare strong performance in the Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble, and working good together with Candice as the ref calling for the bell. Started as Candice grabbed the official. Maybe it was an accident, we don't know. Maybe it was on purpose, but Cox of course stopping on tracks. As even whipping Candice to the apron. And now look at Cox with the drop kick to Candice. As now Nightmare try to get involved and whipping Cox into steel stabs. So Cox elbow goes nowhere as Candice tried to take advantage and whipping Cox into steel stabs as the ref's counting out both of them out. So Candice now whipping Cox face first into the barrier now, so Cox could stop herself as Candice back inside the ring and to the outside. Some of the refs count by 2. So suplex from Cox. So again, I might try to get involved with a big overhand punch and Cox there. Then what is Cox now lifting Dakota up? Lifting Dakota up as they can up. I don't know where comes some huge cold breaker from Candice. Goes returns to the ring. Refs at 5 for Cox. Candice now says, "Come on, bring it on, Sue. I'm waiting for you inside the ring." I take a cheap shot on your mate, on Casey, with the hard shot, but you know what, mate, Cox has tried to block Candice, but get kicked into a splash zone. Got shot in the corner, Ken's main attack to one powerful Nightmare. Now look at this double team right there. Despite the miscommunication with Ember causing trouble inside the Demon family from the inside, after being just recruited a couple of months ago. And Ember should be thankful for Nightmare Candice. Without Nightmare Candice, she might not be NXT, been a now former 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Each fall-away slam with Nightmare to Cox. But now Ember lost to Rhea, like already catches. Candice and Nightmare lost the tag title. She shoulder attacker from Ken's couple of moments, just seconds ago, to send Kota off the apron and follows up with Larry to Cox, shin breaker as well as very dominant performance from Nightmare. Much like in the Women's Rumble where we don't know who broke the record, she or Nia Jax, or maybe both of them. Huge splasher from Nightmare. But who you guys found more impressive in the Women's Royal Rumble, Nightmare or Nia Jax from Monday Night Raw? Feel free to let me know in the comments down below if you want to. Huge lariat from Nightmare to Cox, which dominance and stomp to the chest as well as Cox should make a tag if she somehow, some way can get back off the half demonic's draft. Now Nightmare lifting her up and down with these. As Dakota still down, Dakota I say Casey. Still in last match because it was such a bang of a tag team bout as Nightmare tossing Cox around by the legs, slipping on the corners, make it close line. Cox gets the sweat. Where's Casey? Is she still recovering, or maybe she Shinbreaker doesn't want to get attacked again? I don't know. Nightmare goes on the cover. Will it be enough? 1, 2, 3. It is. No, it's not. So Cox kicking out, but where's Casey? Oh, there's Casey. But would have been too late. What's this about? Is there miscommunication between Casey and Sue, or is it because of being scared of getting attacked by Nightmare again, as we see right there with the throwback from Nightmare? So Cox surviving the power of Nightmare. Shot block. That's smart of her. Great counter. There's Nightmare on the outside, and so Cox is following as Nightmare. Center face first against a barricade as the moment shifted, so Nightmare got tagged in. With her power sending to Cox into his stabs and Nightmare to the outside. Pele kick to Casey. To put Casey and didn't do anything wrong, but Nightmare doesn't care. Flipping against the apron, backbreaker to Casey. So Cox from behind the punch and lifting her up. How she lift her up and down for the half demonic. Nightmare stomp to the leg there. Never seen Nightmare got lifted up, especially by someone like Cox. Backbreaker to follow it up. As both women get counted. Refs at 5 already. As Casey again taking out of the occasion here. Refs at 6. Despite not being legal, so Cox says bring it on, Nightmare. As Nightmare bringing it on with a shin breaker. So Cox in trouble as Casey wants to get tagged in, and so is Candice on the other side. This huge match so far. Casey got Candice, but Nightmare tried to get to Cox and Casey saving her. This time Casey's saving us. Enough of the Demon Family's antics. As Candice tried to take this as an opportunity to advantage, she strikes from Candice. Look at Candice go. Drop kick to follow it up. Looking at Sue Cox as well. As now the Cox is looking on. Each drop kick to the back from Candice goes in the cover. Will be enough? One. Only one. Casey still alive. Kick out avoided there by Casey. Each right hook from Candice. Follows up with a clothesline. And now Candice about to fly, about going high risk. Pointing at Casey. Diving double axe handle. Beautifully executed. Now Candice whipping Casey in the corner. Elbow goes nowhere though. Each knife edge chop to Casey. Each punch for Sue Cox. And now Candice, what has she on her mind? With another cheap shot on Sue Cox from the second drop with a vicious neck breaker. Hopefully Sue's alright after that, I don't know. Candice got Casey in the... I don't know, did she hit her with an elbow? She had herself there. Candice wrapping drop kick to the chest there. There's a money Candice taking. Control attacking the legs of Casey, and how Candice's career changed after joining Demon Family. Becoming tag team champion, dominating force in the tag division is now takedown from Casey. Just Candice is now lariat from Candice. And huge stomp to the chest, drop kick to the chest as well. As Candice going back to the stomp to the back of the head of Casey. Hopefully won't take lasting damage. Huge dragon screw. Kick to the back from Casey. The bed of Candice and now stomp to the arm. Not once but twice, it sure isn't nice. Oh, going for the trifecta. Very smart going for the arm and a barrage of kicks and very smart strategy of Casey. And now punches from Candice. Could free herself from Casey now. Code breaker finds its mark. As now Sue wants to get tagged in again and shows Nightmare on the other side. So tags on both sides as Nightmare. Nope. Doesn't go away by Sue. As Sue lifting up. How's she lifting up? Nope. And where's Nightmare taking agility from? Shot block. I don't know, but she did, and now going for a cheap shot on Casey. Look at Nightmare. Apron slammed on the apron to poor Casey. We know Casey is tough, but how much more of those can take? Which close enough for Nightmare. Kick to the midsection, looking for a power bomb against Sue Cox. Luckily it's only against the outside, not against the apron or something. So that's sweet. That's a Nightmare. Tossing Sue Cox head first against the apron. Before returning to the ring. And tagging in Candice again. What's that 4 for Sue? And says that's where you belong to the ground, Sue. Or was that 5 for Sue Cox already? Or was that 6 as Casey's looking on? Kick to the midsection from Candice looking for the code breaker. Candice goes for the cover. Will this be enough of the code breaker? 1, 2. Sweet, there's no Sue Cox stay alive. I was supposed to put second. Why isn't Casey saving her now? Tried to get a cheap shot and that could have been too late. Another double team. Getting Candice a taste of her own medicine with the cheap shots and Nightmare as well as Casey got ejected by Candice and should attack her from Nightmare. Took down Sue Cox, got whipped in the corner now. Which elbow from Candice. Drop kick to the chest as well. Elbow to the back of the head there from Candice to Sue. And now, drop kick to the back. Candice says bring it on, Sue. Sue got whipped in the corner, knife edge chop from Candice. Elbow as well as Casey in the match gets the bulldog. As Candice drop kick to the chest of Sue Cox there. As Candice got Sue Cox in the corner. Tagging a Nightmare, looking for a double team again.
Beautiful teamwork. That's another focused attack to her torso area.
A punch to the back of the head from Nightmare onto Cox there.
Striking.
Each right hook from Nightmare.
Taking a moment to let her know who the real superstar
Most
is.
demonic splash. There's Nightmare now. Lifting to Cox. To deadlift military press. The back body drop. Another most demonic splash. Nope, to Cox stays alive. That's why they get him one. Look at belly to belly from Sue. Where does he take the strength from as Candace? Try to get him one, but we have warning else now. Nightmare gets attacked by the arm from Sue Cox right there. Neckbreaker right there. Snapper's Nightmare back to her feet. There's Sue Cox now. Up and down goes Nightmare with the backbreaker. Nightmare back to her feet. Sue Cox now. Try to lift Nightmare up, but this time Nightmare was ready. Close and sends Sue Cox down to the ground. A huge right from Nightmare. Oh, got elbowed into a private parts right there from Sue Cox, and Sue Cox going for the belly to belly yet again on Nightmare. How's she even doing this is beyond me, but Kens with the sheep shot. Neckbreaker against the ropes. Face first against the ropes. Hopefully Sue Cox doesn't take any lasting head damage from that. That's no Nightmare lifting up with a power bomb to the power bomb. Wow. Elbow to the back of the head as well. Attacking in Candace. It's Candace now climbing to the top. The fly with the splash to Sue right there. But elbow Sue Cox but missing. No with the tag. I don't know if you can miss a tag, but you know. Storms there from Nightmare to Sue Cox, you know. Lifting up for another power bomb incoming. Can she hit it? Yes, another set of power bomb. So Sue Cox, if she can make it another tag, she desperately needs it. Especially if Nightmare continues with another set of power bomb. How much more of those can Sue Cox take? Going for the fourth in a row. Storm to the arm as well. But more the fingers, I guess, in the hand. But maybe no others. Ken's not been tagged in again by Nightmare. Drop kick to the back and was fantastic. Tag team match despite the cheap shot shown from Ken's and Nightmare. As now Ken's lifting up and down with the splash. And Sue goes in the cover. Will this be enough? 1, 2. Sweet. There's no Casey saving the matchup. There's no Nightmare. Tried to jack Casey, but it couldn't. As Ken's now. Try to get Casey. Candace now follows them to the outside as she slams down Nightmare. As Casey sent packing. Now Candace. Witness Sue Cox lifting up Nightmare. As Candace helps out Nightmare there. But getting got by Sue Cox there. Up and down with the suplex. As Sue Cox attacking the arm. Candace right there. Was that 4 ready for both of them? Was that 5 is... Look at Candace. Punches to Sue Cox's face there. It's also Cox. And then Candace inside the ring as now. Nightmare. Sending Sue Cox into the barricade. And Sue Cox still get counted. And a big white hook. At ref at 8. Candace celebrates as Nightmare. Ref is at 9. There's first goes to Cox against the apron. No, not like this, not with a cow now. And so Cox still has it out for Nightmare there now. Candace restarting the ref's count. Much to Nightmare's anger. I believe as Nightmare returned to the ring with punch to the back of the head. Candace and Cox beat the count. Candace and Nightmare and Cox beat the count. There's now Candace. Big splash right there to Sue Cox as Nightmare now. Off the apron, 1, 2. Candace in the cover, can she win it? No! Casey saves the matchup for Sue Cox. Just in time as now. Candace again will escape on Casey, but Cox is legal. While Nightmare's watching on.
Not sure why though, Mike.
Like with no motion as to Cox taking advantage of Candice's distraction. She does it. And now, oh no, stomp to the arm. It's menacing from Sue Cox and now, of the old Sue Cox and now going into submission of the figure 4. Candice doing some, Candice's partner Nightmare doing some stretches or so, I don't know. On the outside instead of helping Candice. Maybe she's mad at her because of Candice stopping the counter win. Drop kick from Sue Cox on Candice. 1, 2, 3 would be enough for the win. Nope. Candice kicking over and Nightmare still didn't getting involved here. Are there troubles in the Paradise? Or in whatever the Demon family is from? But look at this. Look at the crossface from Sue Cox to Candice. We can't tap out as Casey, but no sign of Nightmare. We can this tap out, or can she survive? All on her own. As Sue Cox frees Candice. So now, look at this. Tag from Sue Cox on Candice. Which kick there from Sue Cox to Candice. And now Sue Cox about to fly. High whisk taker. Leglock was nowhere as Candice moved out of the way just in time. But gets smacked in the face with the vicious right hook, and now Casey tagged him by Sue Cox for the Casey Legal Horse Spitfire Warriors. Candice all by herself. Looked like springboard as Casey failed to connect with springboard. Maybe she wanted too much. With this one, kicks and strike there from Casey found him up until Candice blocking it. Go for a springboard on her own, but Casey stopping on time by the DDT. As Nightmare yet again didn't get involved after Candice restarted the counter there. Now Casey had to get Candice, but get some good punches there. As now look at Candice with the sharpshooter. Not the sharpshooter, but the wicked step sister. Yes, she did. But will this be enough to put Casey away? Goes on the cover. 1, 2, sweet. It's not as Candice can't believe that this wasn't enough to get the 3 count here. As now Candice perhaps looking for Gargano escape. She got it locked in. Will it be enough to win it for her? It's a night as Casey about to tap him, but Sue Cox saving the match just in time. Before Casey could tap up, but she got ejected by Candice. It's now Candice about to fly. And Nightmare still haven't moved one bit. Which moves out of the top from Candice. Will this be enough? 1, 2, sweet. There's no Casey stays alive as Candice can't believe it. As Candice celebrates herself there. Stomp to the legs. I know. Don't put that of Casey with the apple Matt Slam. Springboard line sword goes nowhere. As Casey moved out of the way. And now the kicks and elbows from Casey. The wop kick as well. Which punches there. From Casey as well. Nightmare. Moving as Casey. As Casey off the top of her commandos now. Casey in the cover where Nightmare's buzzing with Sue Cox. Casey almost pick up the win for the Spitfire Warriors as Nightmare sending Sue Cox inside the ring. I don't know why though. It's not Casey. Don't put the head of Candice and Nightmare back up the apron, back up down again. It's not Casey. Big trouble. And Candice snap suplex. Kicks there and strikes from Candice. What a picture perfect drop kick right there from Candice. Sending up a foot stomp. As Nightmare going under the ring for some object. She answered off the top from Candice to Casey's Nightmare with a chair. So Sue and Sue saving the matchup. As now Nightmare attacking the ref with a chair, which leads to disqualification. As one for Casey. I think Nightmare wanted to... Why did Nightmare do that? Why did she snap here tonight and cost us a good ending to a great match? And sucked at the end like this, but it is how it is, and let's see what we have in store for you guys next.